Make sure we got the music. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. All right, I think we have the music this morning. Yeah, we do. We do. Shout out to Jalen for the music. All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. Welcome to Sheila James Coaches and Coffee. Well, today you have me again this week. My guest could not make it, so you got the best guest there is. Hopefully, you've all had a great and a beautiful and a loving, special Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, the day after Valentine's Day from me to you. All right, well, today we're going to jump right in. And what we want to talk about, let me just say a little bit about what we're going to talk about. This is actually taken from my Mission Empowerment 90-day Jumpstart Your Life, Get Unstuck, Move the Ball Forward in Your Life workshop. And the excerpt that I'm taking from it today is your mission in life. Yes, your mission in life. There is a purpose and a reason that God put you on this earth. You have a unique gift that was designed specifically with you in mind and for you to fulfill. Webster describes your mission as the special task for which a person is apparently destined in life, a calling, something you've been called to do. Sometimes it's something you do so naturally, it doesn't even occur for you that it is your mission. So I'm going to share briefly with you an example of someone who really powerfully lived his life inside his mission and his purpose. And that person was Nelson Mandela. So I'm going to talk a little bit and give you some background to where he was in 1943. He had completed 2 years in his life as an article clerk. He started to realize that his life was becoming directed toward the political struggle against apartheid. And he says in a book, and I'm going to quote and read this, "I cannot pinpoint a moment when I became politicized," he wrote, "when I knew that I would spend my life in the liberation struggle. I felt no epiphany, no singular revelation, no moment of truth, but a steady accumulation of 1,000 slights, 1,000 indignities, 1,000 unremembered moments produced in me a particular anger, a rebelliousness, a desire to fight the system that imprisoned my people. There was no particular day on which I said, from henceforth, I will devote myself to the liberation of my people. Instead, I simply found myself doing so and could not do otherwise." That was taken from the book Great Souls, 6 Who Changed the Century, David Aikman. Inside that commitment, we all know that Nelson Mandela spent 27 years of his life in prison. He was sentenced in 1963. When he was released in 1989, he later became president of South Africa in 1994. His mission, he said then, was one of preaching reconciliation, of binding the wounds of the country, and engendering trust and confidence. Again, that was taken from Great Souls, 6 Who Changed the Century. I chose to share this short synopsis with you this morning of Nelson Mandela because in the face of death, confinement, circumstances far beyond our imagination or what we could comprehend, and maybe even far beyond our capacity. Mandela lived an empowered and inspired life that was fueled by his mission, what he was put on this earth to do. So today, what I want you on Coaches and Coffee, and yes, I have my coffee cup and my hearts and my butterflies. Your mission may be more simplistic. It may be big or small. It may and can include your family, your career, your health, your wealth, your dynasty, your empire, whatever it is that you are building. I want you to stop and think about it for a minute. I want you to create for yourself and articulate your mission, what God would have put you on this earth to do. And by the way, you can use Coaches and Coffee and meet with your friends, speak it out with each other, your husband, your wife, your children. Your children could have a mission that they're at work on. So if you seem unsure, it's okay. You want to just create what's authentically there for you, what's real for you, what you can see for yourself right now. You can change or shift your statement later. It's your statement. It's what you're saying about you. So this quote, be a life long or short, its completeness depends on what it was lived for. What are you living your life for? That quote was David Starr Jordan. Talk a little bit more to you about your mission. See, your mission in life leaves you in a place where you can more clearly see or determine what you need to focus on. Now, remember, focus was our word of the week last week. It helps to ground you in a more solid, more poised position to determine the actual goals, actions, and direction that you want to now take in your life. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the 21st century, which, as we can already see, is very distinct from the 20th century. And this is the time where nothing ever was going to be given to you. And not only do we have to work, we're learning we've had to pivot with our jobs. We've had to pivot our lives from church. We now do virtual church. We now have had to pivot our lives in education. And you know what? That was already always there as a possibility. It's just that it took something for all of us, including myself, to really get that. So as you set your goals, as you create your mission, you want to make sure that you're empowered to give power to have another person's world to have your word be realized in life, to make something possible, to feed power to another, inspire, which is one of my favorites, to influence, stimulate, or to impel to some creative or effective effort, to guide or motivate by divine influence or effective effort, to affect with a specified feeling and to give inspiration to. And then your goals, what you are out to attain, what you're striving for, what you're creating for in your life. And then nothing happens without actions. If someone passes you the basketball, the football, the communion tray, if you don't give it to the next person, nothing happens. So you've got to create those actions, the doing of something, being in motion, an act or a thing done. So again, you want to keep in mind to fulfill your goals, you must develop your plan, you must take action, and create a mission statement for yourself. So today, I'm going to leave you with my empowered and inspired top 10. And by that, I mean, what will empower you? What can inspire you? And my Sheila James Coaches and Coffee top 10. So number 1, remember, the only person or thing that could stop you in life is you. You. The only person or thing that could stop you in life is you. Number 2, stop blaming yourself and others for what is and what isn't, and get to work. Stop blaming other people. Get to work. You yourself. That's my number 2. Number 3, begin to create an environment that is a reflection of you and the life you want to live. I didn't say the life you're living now. Now, some of you are going to turn off Coaches and Coffee and be devastated by your bedroom, your living room, your dining room, how dirty your car is, your garage, clutter, etc. All right. I know I'm only speaking to myself, right? But you've got to start. And even with people in your life, some people, you can't send back to the store, like our children or our husbands or wives, etc., your boss. But you can begin to create an environment that is a reflection of you and the life you want to live. Number 4, and this is huge, you got to mobilize and utilize your resources. Everything and everybody you need is available to you. You want to meet new people and make new friends. Number 5, seek support from people who know more than you do. Stop surrounding yourself with people where you're all right in the same boat. No, you want to be around people and seek out people who know more than you do, who can support you, who can maybe even be your mentor. Number 6, be open to having your life exceed your expectations. Now, this is really great. Just be open to having your life. It doesn't have to be the way it's always been. It doesn't have to be the way it is now. And the way it is now is not wrong, is not right. It's just the way it is now. Be open to having your life exceed your expectation. Read inspiring books and listen to great music. Pray and meditate. And I really do mean read inspiring books. I looked at the news apps this morning, and I'm telling you, what I saw that made news made my liver quiver. Okay. I was like, really? Seriously? No, this is not the direction I'm choosing. Read inspiring books, listen to great music, pray, and meditate. Some people say do yoga, exercise. 8, be mindful of what goes into your mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul. I'm going to say that again. Be mindful of what goes into your mind, body, spirit, heart, and soul. And take control of your health and well-being. Take control of it. We're home now. You can focus in on anything right now. Number 9. Oh, this is a big one. Fall in love with being uncomfortable and uncertain. Fall in love with being uncomfortable and uncertain. Do you know you're uncertain anyway? Do you know there's no certainty in life, really? So you might as well fall in love with it, have an affair with it. And number 10, this is where I come in, or people like me, hire a coach. Participate in empowerment or self-help workshops. Go to church. Read your Bible. You've got to engage with something bigger than yourself to get life moving. You've got to engage in something or someone that will give you access to your blind spots, what you don't see, what you can't see, what's been stopping you or blocking you forever. All right, well, in terms of Coaches and Coffee today, now I've just said a mouthful. I know I just said a mouthful. Let me take a sip while you take your sip. Last week, our word for the week was focus. And inside of your mission and being empowered, being inspired, the top 10 things that could move your life forward, my top 10, empowered and inspired living now. The word for the week is move, M-O-V-E, move. To go or pass another place in a certain direction with a continuous motion. To keep moving with the times. To carry your life or activities in a specified environment. Move, create a mission, move your life, take action, move something, create an environment that speaks to who you are really. You're going to always talk to yourself about who you're not and what you're not doing. That voice is never going anywhere. Just know you can choose, and you can listen to the other voice and create a new voice of where you want to go, where you're headed. Move. MOVE. The word for the week is move. Well, that's what I got for you today, this morning, this magical Monday morning. And my words, my words of wisdom to you today is have a magical Monday. Have a great week. And until next week, we'll see you. Shout out to Jalen. Hopefully this is playing. Last week I was jamming and it wasn't playing at all. Have a great week, everybody. I love you. God bless you. And remember, move. No.